What is up, future millionaires? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be talking about 3 places you can get a business line of credit with no personal guarantor. This is literally over $100,000 in capital and business credit that you can get without using your social. So grab your notebook, grab a pen, and let's get into these gems.
Ellie talks money to create the better days. Business, money, life, the Ellie way.
All right, y'all, welcome back into the video. So as I mentioned, we'll be talking about some places that you can get a business line of credit without any personal guarantee. Now, this is really important because you might be at a phase in your business where you're just getting started. You might even still be at your 9 to 5, or you might be at your 3rd, 4th, or 5th year in entrepreneurship. But I want you to know that wherever you are, if you are in a situation where you don't have the best personal credit, it's really important for you to know how you can still get funding into your business, even if you're not in a position to be a PG, aka personal guarantor. Now, a lot of the time people will say that there's no way to get a loan or a line of credit or anything without your personal name, and that is just not the case. There are several ways and several companies that you can access business capital without using your social. Now, I do want to tell you this. If you are a person that does not have the best personal credit, things happen. I get it. I used to have terrible personal credit as well. But I do want to encourage you, although you have these options to get funding without it, please build your personal credit. You definitely should. I can tell you that I used a company called Smart Credit, and my score went up about 63 points in 3 weeks, which was amazing. So I'm going to link Smart Credit down below. Just want you to know that you have a resource to improve your personal credit, because you need to, okay? Even though we're focusing on business credit, you want to have both. So let's get into the first company that you can use to access business credit without a PG. And actually, that is to access working capital. So you can get working capital from PayPal, from Square, from Stripe, and even from QuickBooks. Now, the great thing about this is there's no personal credit check. It doesn't even report to your personal credit. The way that they fund you is based on your usage of that payment processor. So essentially, you're pretty much able to qualify for working capital with these companies after about 90 days of using their system. So if you receive payments on PayPal, if you receive invoices, or if you people pay you on PayPal, things of that nature, then you can qualify for working capital. And this is great because it does only report to your business, and it's helping you to build your business credit. You will not have to enter your social security number, and you will not be checked. Even if you enter it for identity purposes, it's not going to run an inquiry. So those are really great options, and the way you want to qualify for that is to start using these programs now. So if you're one in your business who's using Cash App or Venmo or Zelle to accept payments, instead you want to go ahead and use an actual processor like Stripe, like Square, like QuickBooks, or a PayPal, because then when someone pays you, you actually are able to get a benefit for it by being able to access capital on it later, which is huge. Now, another great company that I want to share with you is called Clearco. And probably a few months ago, I shared with you guys a detailed video on Clearco, so I'll make sure that's linked down below as well. But the great thing is, you are able, especially if you're an online business or an e-commerce business, it's really well set up for you in that they have you log into your sales dashboard, and then you are matched with an offer in about 15 minutes. I applied and came back, and they let me know that they wanted to approve me for $10K. This was back in 2021, but I have a lot of students who have been approved for up to $300,000 from Clearco. So the money is out there, honey child, okay? You can definitely get it. And they pride themselves on not basing it on your personal credit and giving really fair rates for entrepreneurs, regardless of what level of business you're in. You're gonna need at least 3 months of history. So you do wanna make sure you're not a day one business owner, but if you are less than 6 months old, you can still qualify, which is amazing. Now, I also wanna share with you guys another company, which is called Street Shares. Now, Street Shares offers several different funding opportunities and different ways to finance and get loans into your business. But one that is actually available with no PG is their version of invoice financing. So if you have a invoice or a purchase order rather, from a company that wants to buy from you or whatever the case might be, then you're able to show that along with proof that it's actually guaranteed, and they will fund you what you need in order to be able to fulfill that order. So basically, they just want to see that you have the money waiting to come into your business. Now you just need a little bit of money to help you get everything done so that you can successfully basically honor or receive that purchase order, which I think is really dope because, sometimes when you're starting a business, you may be able to successfully sell the concept, but because you don't have the funds to really produce it yet, it can halt. But with Street Shares and their invoice financing program, you're able to still have access and get the money you need to develop the product or the service so that you can go ahead and fulfill that purchase order, which is absolutely incredible. So a couple bonus ones I want to share with you are national funding is another great place that you can access business capital, and it only reports to your business credits. As well, I want you all to look into Kiva, which is spelled Kiva. That is another funding platform that matches entrepreneurs up with loans or lines of credit. And again, it does not ask you for your social for all the products. There are certain products that, yes, it will ask you, but for their startup business loan, it will not ask you for your social, which can be really beneficial. Now, I also want you guys to recognize if you have less than perfect personal credit, but you're not hesitant to be a PG, then you can also look into microloans. Microloans are offered through the SBA and as well CDFIs, which are Community Development Financial Institutions. So you can search microloans near me. You can also search CDFIs near me. And that is going to give you a list of companies and lenders that provide loans and access to funding for businesses for those who have even a 550 personal credit score. So they really are all about creating access. And microloans typically only go up to $50,000, and the average is about $23,000 awarded. But hey, that's $23K into your business. So that's another great route that you can go on. And keep in mind, when you get these lines of credit and you do really well with them, you pay it, you're on time, maybe you pay it off, then you're able to go and ask for another without having to go through that whole application process. So the sooner you get in the door, the better. All right. So I want you to comment below, what questions do you guys have about this, and do you need some funding right now? Because if you do, let's start working on it. Comment your questions and make sure you get the link for Smart Credit down below, as well as the links to my other videos, and I'll see you over there. Bye.